Yes, good morning. I just wake up, but the get waiting I reason. I just say make I share because see this internet get the way the matter they do, so nobody know finish. So me I just dey ask because I won't know. I wanna learn every day. Baba, first of all, me I be obedient to confirm obedient. You don't understand? But I want clear something when I understand. Obedient no be Labour Party. Obedient na movement. Obedient na youth where the power where one may we get good government. Obedient na we where protest for answers. Obedient na we where want the betterment of the country. You don't understand? Good governance. So be like say people they miss this thing to be like say maybe na Labour Party. No, we not be party, we be movement. The person what we represent, what we love, now based on say we love P2B and that's here. But I not come me say every Tom, Dick and Harry go come run, go Labour Party now, come begin to assume. Say because say we be obedient, we will come to support everybody will come out for Labour Party. Guys, I know they today, make you not go make mistake. Do you understand? Because somebody feel wake up one morning now, what bad do feel wake up one morning now, you set a Labour Party. So that means say we could support him. So me, I want to really understand what they really play normally because me I the feel say we fit still vote in person. You understand me? We're not the Labour Party, but what we believe say this person correct. It's a movement now. Do you understand? Not be by tribe, not be Igbo, not be Yoruba, not be Hausa, not be anything. Now movement. We the power normally. We they say no, enough is enough. Because right now we the rain. Now we the rain, hello. If you look at now we get the force. And we get the vibration. And we the talk as it be. Believe them or not, obedient and be the everything right now. Shout out to Peter Obi and Dati. But I don't come and say everything and a Labour Party. Because why they talk this now? We don't go vote that time. Because of the way our blood is hot. Na LP 71, LP 70. We know they even the check. We just they run them. I don't say that one join with my friend bank when they talk that time. Because of our blood is hot. But just the reason now because other these things still there. Are we really voting for LP based on we not there any political party? If we like you say you dey okay, we vote for you because now movement will be. So that every time the guy will go begin to assume. So this thing just they play for me. I said no. So I wake up and say no. Let me talk to somebody. Maybe I mean they get them right because I need to learn. Help me check the food. It may be obedient normally. And for this obedient, we not get senior, we not get junior. All of us now obedient. Nobody obedient past anybody. So many kind of people say you over obedient. I'm not joining obedient for you to come choke me. I get people who I know where no be Labour Party who I believe say go fit represent. Allow me choose them now. No, now stop now. Obedient no they curse each other. Obedient no they fight. Obedient be like say the thing don't they be like confront. Don't they be like click. Now movement. All of us supposed they based on one love. You go tell me say be obedient. I'll post them for my comment section. Come insult me. You are not obedient. You are disobedient. Hello. Obedient know each other. We know as they go. Now we shout for answers. Now we the para. We know I was fully involved. Everybody know that one. I create content. I talk and left and right. Although you get where it still affect me when I get one issue that time, but that no concern anybody. But just let everybody they know as they go. Nobody obedient past anybody. What you want now? Good governance, make the country better. Because the jackparing done too much. Do you understand what I try to? But that don't mean say we be Labour Party. We are not Labour Party. Make we understand this thing now. But I stand to be corrected. If you watch this video, you feel say what they talk don't really make sense. Come and say as it be. If you come insult me again after this video, that means say you know be obedient. Because obedient normally obedient gets sense. You understand me? So because of the shout happy 41, happy everything, Obi we no shout another person name. If they hear Obi Obi, if they hear and there, Obi one name, we no call John one name, we no call, now Obi one name we know. Now they represent, time be the fire force. So not be party, we be movement. So nobody can't go use that one, can't they hide under the, you understand me? I beg. Now, what I say make a class, I wake up and say, the thing they disturb me, make I just ask. You understand? We are movement. We are obedient, fully blooded. Nobody obedient past anybody. We all of us, Nigeria. If they call obedient, everybody, we know ourselves. We will come outside, say, okay, we are obedient to. Nobody say, you call the phone, say, now you too obedient or not. Nobody too obedient. All of us now obedient. So if you get bad intention when you want to go join Labour Party, now you call Sabi. You can be in Labour Party and we obedient go decide say we no go vote for you. Don't you go stop. I don't know if they make sense. You understand? I mean, when I just understand where they come from. So by the way, this thing when they do say tribe, we don't go cause problem. Baba, now we never see war. Now they shout war. Come on, school war. We know they be. No talk of war. Now they shout war. No war. Igbo, Yoruba, all of us now one love. I love everybody as he be. If you even went and based on normally self, Igbo sweet, Yoruba sweet, Hausa sweet. You sweet. They thought say you want to go fight war. If you go fight, go live for inside bush. Nobody fight war. Meanwhile, I get show what they do for London. Obidient. When I still support now own. I say it be. I still everybody they support me. Obi. If they support me like that, I go make them. I get show for London. They pray it. Mr. Concourse. When I still help me. Now my fly. I'm gonna still put. Now movement. My show self now movement. Now the first time why they run and make and still support me. You don't understand me? But I just don't Wahala now later. Bye.
Hello, great people. How are you doing? I want to quickly react to the video by Nosa Rex, at which the video has raised so much concerns. Nigerians are like, some are attacking him. And if you don't look at that stuff properly, you will not understand what he's trying to say about obedience and Labour Party. I watched an interview Obi granted to Arise TV, and I see same sense with what Nosa Rex was saying. The case of Enugu election, you realize the LP candidate there is not who so many people want. And Obi was asked during the Arise TV show what he think of that situation. And Obi clearly told them how he sees things.
Okay, very, very good question. Let me tell you in Enugu, let me start with the issue of Enugu. The issue of Enugu is because the Aisha Yusuf tweeted in support of Frank Michael. Let me clarify to you now. The Obident Movement are not necessarily Labour members. You have to know that. There's so many people in the Obident Movement who have nothing to do with Labour Party. That's true. Okay. There's so many groups within that. There's so many people. Someone like Aisha Yusuf is not a member of Labour Party. And it says so. And however, we even have what we call the Big Tent, which is where everybody is gathered. I have people who are supporting me today as a presidential candidate who have nothing to do with Labour Party. People like Atedo Peter Side, for example. And I have many people of that. They believe that I can do this job. And I'm sure there's so many of them in Arise who are not members of Labour Party, but they believe in what I'm doing. So they have right to also choose who they want to support. Based on what I said, it's a choice. But as a Labour Party, which I'm a member, and again the party is far more prim than any individual. I'm just a member of Labour Party. Labour Party have chosen through this process that is verifiable and straightforward. Chijioke Edonga is our candidate. And that I stand with, because I'm a member of Labour Party. The members of the Obidient family have their own choices. I can't question them. So that's the difference. So let's just do.
Now you need to understand something. Obi said there is a movement called obedience. There is a movement called obedience. It's different from Labour Party. Now the Labour Party candidate for Enugu, he said because he is a Labour Party member, he supports their party candidate for Enugu. But it may not be obedience choice. Obedience is a movement that entered into Labour Party. Obidient goes with Obi. And that is why you see during the elections, you realize certain people voted Peter Obi in the presidential, but at the state and local government level, they voted somebody else. That is noticeable in Anambra. If you saw the Senate results, Senate and House of Representative results, you realize most of these guys voted Obi in the presidential, and some of them voted other parties in the reps and Senate area. So that is it. Obidient Movement is clearly different from Labour Party. Just like Kwankwasia movement. Kwankwasia movement goes with Kwankwaso. Even before the coming of NMPP, the party Kwankwaso contested this election, this 2023 election. The Kwankwasia movement has been existing. So it's like they follows him to any party he is. So there is nothing wrong with what Nosa Rex said. Obidient is a movement. Meanwhile, Labour Party is separate. And Nosa Rex said this because anybody else can join LP. Tomorrow, Atiku can join LP. Tomorrow, Tinubu can join LP. Because this idea of crisscrossing party is common, and certain people will be in the party, and they could not be your choice people or your choice candidates to vote. So Nosa Rex is not wrong with what he said. And like I was pointing out to you, that is the case in Enugu. The Obedience, a lot of them do not believe in the LP candidate in Enugu. They believe in somebody else. But Peter Obi has to support the LP candidate simply because he's an LP member, that's Labour Party. So he clearly explained it during that Arise TV show that there is a difference. Obedience chose Peter Obi in the presidential. But in the Senate and House of Reps, they chose several people. Meanwhile, we could still see the influence of that obedience. A lot of people that are unpopular won votes. That is it. It also favored a lot of people. Meanwhile, I don't think it will continue to be so. I watched a video where a pastor, whether a priest in the church, was saying that they'll begin to regulate the kind of people that are the LP feels as candidates, because they know that there'll be a corruption in a matter of time. And certainly not every candidate that won election through LP are good people. Yeah. So anybody, it's common in Nigeria, unless LP will, do something to make sure the wrong people do not get into that party. Except for that. So Peter Obi clearly also differentiates between LP and Obidient Movement. It's a quite different thing. Meanwhile, Obidient Movement influenced LP. Please note that. So for those who are castigating Nosa Rex, he was very right. And whatever he says agrees with what Peter Obi said.